Hello, can you hear me okay? Um, can you guys hear me? Well, this is my workspace. This is where I make all those wonderful videos. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be working on my Christmas intro because I thought it'd be fun to show you the process, and this is going to be a bit more involved than my other intros. So I did get started with like prep work and stuff because I don't have all night. And this is my look for the Christmas season. I'm a little nutcracker guy. I hope you like it. And yeah. So I'm just gonna get started and wait for people to show up. Um, yeah. A little bit of green in the bow tie to make it stand out better. So I had some other costume ideas, but nobody went to my community tab to vote on them. So I had to rely on my friends who don't know much about my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. So here are some of them. I don't know if you can see it that well. Something might be wrong with my camera. But yeah. We had a wide variety of options here. But whatever. And I have some other ones on a different page. There's like one of me as like a sugar plum fairy thing. Because I made it before going to bed, so I was kind of cuckoo. Where did I put that? Excuse me. Huh, that's funny. I wonder where that could have gone. Oh well. I'm sure it's fine. Hi. No, I think so. Oh well. Um, I'll find it. Anyway, so right now I'm working on one of the frames. I actually have a storyboard somewhere around here. This is subject to change, but right now we're working on the Christmas village train scene. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to work on that. I think I have most of the things done now. I forgot to do some of the hair and the line work. So I'm gonna let some of that dry. Oh, stay, slay, they look good. It looks good. It looks like the thing you said in the windows. Windows? Thank you, I guess. Oh, do you mean like those like department store windows with like little trains and stuff? That's nice. That's sort of what I was going for. Thank you for coming. Oh, yes. Okay, good. And can you hear me all right? I have to speak over a heater, a furnace, and this mask, so. Let's see. I need a better pen to do the thin line work. Um, There we go. Let's see here now. I gotta be entertaining and do this at the same time. It's line work is very important because it makes it more clear what your characters are on about, you know? This is a weird Christmas song. Anyway, I hope I don't get a copyright claim on this music from like the 20s through 40s. If I do, yeah, well. Yes, I can hear you fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, all right. Line work is done. Let me just fix that up. Now let me set up my camera and make sure that you can see all the necessary things that you need to see with how it is, or else I'll have to make some adjustments. All right, cool, you can see it, but I think I might want to actually move this up a little and then get it to focus on that commercials, uh, on the music player. And then I just use this jar to keep that up. Alrighty. Now, like all good stop motion animators, I'm going to use some clay to keep things in place. Specifically, the key that goes in my little tin soldier cell. Uh, yeah, I forgot to put dots on the back. That's pretty important to keep things consistent. Hmm. Please just stick to the clay. Oh dear. My life is constant pain and anguish. Oh well. Okay, that should stay up. Fingers crossed. Just go back a little. Put that pen away. This train actually used to belong to my papa. But then he gave it to me. Isn't that nice? Okay, first shot. Oh, I forgot to take the paper off the thing. That's gonna ruin it. Okay, let's try that one shot again. Do you think I should have the lights flashing on this? Yes or no? I mean, it's gonna be tricky to make it look consistent, but you know, they're twinkly lights, so like, do they really need to be? Um, anyway. Did I do it? No. Okay, guys, I need some help here. Should this be on or off? The lights on the tree. What do you think? Yes. Oh, yes, they should be on. Twinkly lights like little stars. Okay. Just so you know, it also plays music when it's flashing, so be prepared to hear the same little Fisher Price speaker over and over. That's odd. Does this thing not work? I just sworn the lights. I guess it has some performance anxiety. Don't worry, we all get stage fright once in a while. You're making me look bad. Fine, be that way. Great. It's probably gonna be. Wait. It won't be too different, I think. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get the lights to work. Well, I shouldn't mess with that because I will ruin the consistency of the shots. So, what's everybody's favorite Christmas movie? Hmm? I'll have the music on while I think of something to talk about. But, favorite Christmas movies, anybody? Mine's The Muppets Christmas Carol because, I think it's the best adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Maybe it's not, like, the most, like, um, faithful adaptation, but I think that it really gets to the themes and morals of the story, which is like really what Charles Dickens would have wanted. Like he's mainly concerned about like getting you to appreciate Christmas. I mean, the man was a genius. He got it to work. Like, did you know like before Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, Krampus FRL? Not sure what that means. I really like Krampus the person, not the movie, because they make him look like a bad guy. And I feel like he's not really much of a bad guy now, is he? Because he's just punishing the wicked. And that's basically what the police do. Like, how are you going to sit there and tell me that Krampus is evil and the police aren't. I mean, honestly, I think the police are sometimes a little morally gray, but like that's besides the point. Krampus is keeping kids in line, like obviously, and the parents of these little German children apparently really like him. So what do I know? Anyway, back to what I was talking about, and the um the Muppets Christmas Carol. I mean, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Before that, uh, people in the U.S. didn't really celebrate Christmas. They thought of it as like a lame Englishy thing because, Revolutionary War and all. So what happened when it came out? It depicted people who didn't like Christmas as miserly old folk destined to die with no fanfare or mourning. To quote overly sarcastic productions, "Love them, Yas Queen, and King," I guess. Um, but yeah, so that you know, fear mongering gets people to do stuff pretty easily. Um, Now let's see here. Um, Commercials. That's even the point of having the music on, am I right? Uh, where was I? Oh, right, I gotta start turning that key. Now, how to turn the key? Um, alright, what do you think is a better Christmas color palette? Red and green or white, silver, and gold? Because I feel like white, silver, and gold is a lot prettier than the clashing color palettes of green and red. Don't get me wrong, I like a good green or red. One of my Christmas bow ties is green and red. It's just like for Christmassy, for Christmas? Isn't that a little harsh on the eyes? But I get the idea. It's just a little. I can't get the key to stay in place. I can't get it to turn, so the key is going to be stationary. It was a nice thought that I had, but All right, 2 viewers and 3 likes. We're making progress. This is like the most viewers I've had on any of my live streams. um, tape. Tape. All right, guys. Think. Sorry if you hear any weird noises coming from upstairs. Family, Gotta love them. Well, I guess if no one's gonna comment, if no one's gonna talk to me through the chat, I'll just start listing some of my favorite Christmas fun facts. For example, Jingle Bells wasn't originally written to be a Christmas song. It was actually about a totally different winter festival where young men would try to compete for the attention of young girls in their town by having sleigh races. Thank you. And yeah, so hence why the song has such a romantic connotation and no references to anything Christmas in particular. It was later adopted into Christmas time tradition because of I'm not sure besides winter, but it might have something to do with like people having to get packages through the mail in horse-drawn carriages, and when the roads are icy, it's hard to stop. So to let people know that they're coming, you put jingle bells on the sleigh, and the sound of jingle bells would have been associated with the, receiving a gift, and therefore Christmas time with small children because they because they want the toys and they're waiting on the packages, and it's around Christmas time and the ice, and Christmas trees were invented in Germany by this priest guy who was walking in the woods one night for some reason, and he saw the beautiful like stars being shown through the through the tree limbs, and he was like, "Wow, that's pretty. I want to put that in my house." Which seems like something that a stoner friend of mine would do, but I won't name names. But he might be later appearing, at least in cartoon form, later in this video, so that's fun. Oh, darn, only one subscriber. I'll think of something. I'll be funny. Funny. What's a good Christmas joke? Christmas joke. Think. Gotta be entertaining. Oh, please don't leave me. I'm so lonely. What's the funniest Christmas joke in the world? In the world, I tell you. Hey, watch this. The head comes off. Oop, my nose. Pretend you didn't see that. And they told me I couldn't play the Joker. Oh, wait, that's a bit too far. I don't see trains in real life doing this that easily, huh? So the music for my Christmas intro is going to be different too, like what I did for Halloween. It's going to be the same, but I'm going to play it on glockenspiel, also known as the bells, which is like a xylophone, but with a lot more keys and made of metal. Yeah. So it's traditionally what the Sugar Plum Fairy theme is played on. So that's gonna be fun. Originally, I was gonna like put in some more like extra tunes towards the end, which I might still do, but I just got to think of like what fits the theme of William's Wonderland while also being Christmassy. I'm thinking maybe Good King, what's his name? Starts with W. Westel, whatever. The ones like do 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 on the feast of Stephen, do 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 do, and let the girls be even, or whatever the line is. Which I'm not really sure what that has to do with Christmas. Maybe the feast of Stephen is in December or something. I don't know, but I think it would be really neat to do that. It's not my favorite Christmas song, but it's in the public domain, so a lot of Christmas songs are in the public domain. Well, duh, but a lot of the famous ones are in the public domain. Maybe that's why they're famous. Ah, shoot. I forgot to put on the other cars. Well, that's a fun inconsistency only people who are enjoying the live stream will probably notice. So yeah, tell your friends. Behind the scenes content here. Your goodness, where is everybody? Send this out to the group chat. Okay. So it's time to start disassembling the train as it goes off of my workbench. Come on, gosh darn it. There we go. How was that so hard to do? For me, doing so hard. Oh. How about this? Do you guys want fun facts or me doing jokes or going into the creative process? What's the most interesting to you people? Tough crowd. Are my comments blocked or something? What's going on here? My computer being slow or something? Like what's the problem? Okay, so that is the first scene down. Well, it's not the first scene in chronological order of what you'll be seeing, but it is the first scene in order of what I'm doing. So first I gotta pack this up and put it away. Yippee! So say goodbye to this pose. Why aren't I getting any updates? Can you guys like put something in the group chat? Not in the group, in the the chat. Not the comments. The whatever it's called. Put it in the scroll thingy. And then so that way I know if it's working. Okay, just comment like a Santa hat. Is that an emoji? I mean, I guess you could put the words "a Santa hat" or just put or, like a tree or whatever. While I try to clean up, so that way I know if the chat is working right. Hello, guys. Okay, it's probably me. I'm sorry. I'll try and fix it. Here, maybe if I go into this. Don't mind me. I just gotta see what the problem is here. Now, can I see the chat on this thing? That is the question. Uh-oh. The volume's on. I did that on purpose because it's funny, actually, to hear feedback. No. Where? No, I can't see the chat on this thing. That's just hunky-dory. Okay, so I'm gonna act like a crazy person for a little bit, and you guys get to enjoy that. So where should I put the things that I already used and I'll put away later? Yeah, I'll just put them. Oh, yeah, that's a great place to put them. This place is a mess. Oh well. Nutcracker. I think I got this from like a family member in America or something. Anyway. Well, tough crowd tonight. Tough crowd. It is what it is. At least this is gonna get archived, right? YouTube, please archive this. Things, but I don't want to find out. I just want it to get archived. Archive. Ugh, this mask is. You guys want to see my teacup here? It's Jack Skellington. And look, the handle is his hat. Oh, wait, people probably don't like tea drinking sounds. You know, I'm doing about the same amount of talking to myself that I do when I make my intros anyway. I was dead serious. But now I'm just dead. Wait. I'm alive. YouTube. I forgot. You can't demonetize my videos because they aren't monetized. What are you gonna do then, huh? I'll probably just suppress my viewer rates or something. Like you always do. YouTube is a cruel, cruel mistress. Anyway. Now, you guys want to see me as Scrooge or a cookie, or do you want to see a snow globe scene? Because I'm gonna do one of the in-between shots, which go in between the trains. So like the shots with the trains. So we have Cookie, Scrooge, or Snow Globe. Come on, guys! I'm just an elected official here. I can't make decisions by myself. Quotes, we love them. I mean, what's the point of asking you guys to help me if you aren't going to talk? Anybody else hate styrofoam? I gotta put the train away in styrofoam, and it's really annoying. Hey, are you guys capable of commenting below the video? Because I could probably see your comments on my phone if you comment it on the below comment section. And then you could let me know if you've been chatting with me and I can't see it. Or maybe you're all ghosting me. Who knows? Who knows at this point? Just gonna let some of my friends know that I'm going live. Okay. Because then maybe that will liven up this here, whatchamacallit? A live stream. That's what it's called, live stream. If we just get some of my friends to show up. Because I mean, not that people watching my video right now aren't my friends. Don't get me wrong. It's just maybe if I get some of my IRL friends. That might help a lot. Please work. Sure, they probably want to see that. Still nothing. I'm gonna have to turn up the heat. At least one more. Oh, 3 people watching now? Hello. Can you guys put something in the chat if, like when you get here, so that way I can see what exactly is going on and if the comments are working? I mean, if the chat is working. Because I don't see anything updating, and I don't know if that means that I'm doing it wrong. So just somebody please, um, could someone just put something in the chat? And if I don't see it, put something in the comments letting me know that you guys are putting things in the chat, but I just can't see them right now because it's really annoying. It's really annoying that I can't see the the chat, you know, because like you're supposed to be helping me, and I want you guys to feel included. And we're back down to 2 viewers. Great, 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 great. I'm so happy. Okay. I'm gonna be calm. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I just need to get this done. It doesn't matter. Man, I hate styrofoam. I know I've already said that today, but screw styrofoam. That's not. I don't have no idea what I hate about it. I think it's the sound mostly. Styrofoam packaging is the worst. It was made by the devil. I'm sure whoever invented it was a very lovely person. But oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, I hate it. Okay, guys. Cookies or so we got cookies, Scrooge, or you know what? I'm gonna do Scrooge because I already brought up the inspiration for our little Ghost to Christmas present here. It's based off of a friend of mine who's tall, like the Ghost to Christmas present, is very jolly, just like him, and has orange hair and the facial hair thing. So like, I think it'll work. I'm not sure if I should say his name. Oh wait, I've already mentioned him in videos before. He's a skeptical Karen. If you go to his channel, you'll see what I'm on about here. Subscribe to the skeptical Karen. He's a good friend of mine. Tell him I sent you. Subscribe to me too, please. I could really use the ego boost. You won't even have to send me a Christmas present now. Just subscribe to my channel and watch my videos once in a while, please. And please comment. I really need the feedback. I know I seem really desperate. Because I am. So I'm gonna get to work on our little friend here. Lovely outfit. So good. I literally just stuck his head on the Ghost of Christmas present. So, great. Someone probably just has theirs on like an alternate account with the volume down, so that way they feel like they're supporting or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But you know, we're gonna make this work. No, not even on my phone. I can't see them. Okay. That's good. That's great. That's great, 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 great. What's going on here? Let's see. If I go into chat settings. No time to. Oh, 3 subscribers. Hello. Could you comment something so that way I know who it is? Maybe it's a friend of mine. Who knows? Oh, right. It's probably the phone version of me. Well, we have 1 subscriber who isn't me who's watching, and that's good. That's good. That's good. So I'm gonna get to painting our little friend here. Oh, I should probably mention the Earl Koenig video that I've been, uh, trying to make lately, because I posted something about it. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, a long time ago, I was gonna make a music video, stop motion, and the animation is done. I just need a friend of mine to get back to me on the recordings, and she hasn't gotten back to me yet with the recording, so I can't really edit the video without the audio when the audio is the most important part. So that's annoying, but we make do, and so I know I promised that it would be by the end of November, but I don't think I said the end of which November, so I win. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I'm sure she doesn't feel great about it either, but I don't want to rush her. I want to make sure that it's quality. And if she needs a bit more time to do it, that's fine. It's just, I originally had it as a Halloween special, but that didn't quite work out. And then I had it as an end of November thing. But yeah, whatever. Whatever. We make it work. We'll make this work. We will make this work. Okay. Okay, so I can see what I put in there. So I think this is working. Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, and I'm fine. Everything's okay here. I'm just gonna wait till other people show up and have a grand old time talking to myself. I mean, we'll have to start somewhere. And if I have to start by talking to myself, I'm gonna do that. Well, I didn't start with live streaming by talking to myself. I had one person show up, and we would talk in between levels of the game I was playing. It's a great live stream. I love that live stream. But is what it is. We're gonna make do with what we have right now. So if two people watching is okay, I mean, if that's what we have to do with that's all right. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. Yes, Queen. I guess I could do some more of those fun facts if you guys like those. I stopped doing them because I thought they weren't entertaining, but since nobody's here, what do I have to lose? Am I right? So, fun facts. Did you know after the popularity of Frosty the Snowman, they tried making another song about Susie the Snowflake? It's not bad. But, yeah. There's a reason why I've never heard of her. Because she didn't do well. I don't know, maybe they were saturated with snow-based creatures. I don't know. No, they couldn't have been because they gave Frosty a whole family in the movies, but no. What does the guy have to do to get attention on this platform? Do I have to show my feet? Is that what you people want? I'm not gonna do that. Okay, other Christmassy fun facts. Um, so apparently, Father Christmas is the inspiration of the Ghost of Christmas present. But what you might not know is that he's also based off of English Druids or Celtic Druids. He's based off of Druids, which are like priests, Celts, pagan. You probably know what Druids are. You probably heard of them, but you don't really know what they are. But yeah, they would dress similar to how Father Christmas does, and so that's interesting. And Father Christmas originally started out as more adult oriented, meaning like he would more about like revelry, partying, Christmas themed Dionysus, basically. But um, but then he got absorbed into the Saint Nicholas thing, and then he just became Santa Claus's nickname. Well, Santa Claus is one of Saint Nicholas's nicknames, and the name Santa Claus, fascinatingly enough, comes from Sinterklaas. Uh, so it's like what English speakers thought. So let me start over. So Saint Nicholas was celebrated by the Dutch in the city of New York, I think, and they pronounced Saint Nicholas as Sinterklaas or Sinterklaas. Um, but the Americans heard Santa Claus, so that's what they called him. So that's where we get the name Santa Claus. And Kris Kringle comes from the German Christ Child, which is another gift giver holiday thing, which originally started out as like baby Jesus, but then it morphed into like this child angel thing. That's cool. Um, should always erase the pencil lines and then paint. At least do it very lightly, which I have trouble with, because it always muddies up the watercolors. But it doesn't look bad. It's just like not as bright as I would prefer. But we make do with what we have. I think my friend Jacob is going to find this very funny. Remember to subscribe to Sarcastic Carrot, good friend of mine. Tell him I sent you. Oh boy. I'm watching something upstairs. I don't know what. Reef there. Some holly there. Holly, reef. They all could do this to me. They never show up. No one ever shows up to my live streams for too long. I'll get some pop-ins, and then I'll just be talking to myself. It's really sad. But it is what it is. We take what we get. How do I have 6 likes? I thought there was only like a maximum of like 2 people who aren't me in the live stream at any given moment. Why? How are there 6 likes? Do people just stop by when I'm not looking and just leave a like and leave? I don't understand. Oh well. We're going to have fun no matter what. Because it's Christmas. I love Christmas. I love that time of year. I love giving to others. I love helping the less fortunate. I just love it. It's great. I love that warm, bubbly feeling I get. I love I love how I love the lights. I love the snow. I love that cold weather keeping us inside and making us spend time with our families so that we can all reconnect. I just love it. And of course, I love Jesus, and it's Jesus' birthday. Probably, most likely, based off of some calculations from the medieval era, but it's a little hard to pin down because we've switched through so many calendars, and there's a little bit of contradiction because what are shepherds doing in the middle of winter? But, you know, we're Gucci, we're good. We're gonna get this to work. Anyway, I think he's looking rather good. I'll give you guys a close-up soon, don't worry. I just need to do a little bit more color. I wonder what they're watching upstairs. Oh, dreadful, 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 dreadful. Actually, kind of like that gradient I had. Did you know that Christmas tree ornaments were originally done with fruit and that the lights were candles? So you have rotting fruit and the high likelihood of your tree going up in smoke. So here it is. I really like him. Lighting's not my favorite right now, though. But yeah, it looks a lot like my friend here. I mean, maybe not the chest hair, but, I have to keep it accurate to the book. I'm just using him as a reference for the face, because I've already done a cartoonified version of him, and I think it'd be fun to, do a reference to a good friend of mine. Okay. I'll cut that out later. Where is his arm? I need it. I'll do his arm now. Oh, the arm's kind of a separate piece, not because he's moving it, but because he's going to have to overlay it. 6 likes. How did I get 6 likes in this? Whatever. I'll just hope and wait for people to show up. It's fine to spend the holidays alone. Maybe my friends just don't have YouTube. Maybe that's the problem. No, that's stupid. Maybe they're all busy. Maybe it's too late for them. I have no idea. I'm not going to complain. It's a time of thankfulness and giving. Someone's here. Oh, Isabella. Hi. I think I was talking about you earlier. Welcome to the live stream. I'm making my Christmas intro for my channel this year. Hi. And so right now I'm just doing some watercoloring for some puppets. It's great to have you here. Because then I won't be talking to myself. Oh, thank you. Right, I've done this train thing, Isabella, and so we're doing a train thing throughout the whole video, but right now we're doing one of the things that go in between that, if that makes sense. Here, I have a storyboard. Why don't I just use that? So, we have I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's like train, scene, train, a scene, train, a scene, train. So yeah, and right now we're working on the Christmas Carol, but with yours truly. Uh, yeah. So yeah. Um, we need some conversation starters. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Can you hear me all right? Is the volume good? Do you mean the Santa Claus with an E? With Tim Allen? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I really. That one's pretty funny. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think that movie's pretty funny. I don't know how they made like three. There are four of them now, right? Didn't they release a third one? Um, a fourth one. I'm sorry. I don't know how they made three of those, let alone four. Haven't seen the fourth one, if that is a thing yet. But I mean, the design of Jack Frost in that series is pretty cool. Cool. Um, but yeah, I think it's a good one. I mean, it's not my personal favorite, but I get why you would like it. It is rather funny. And my favorite is the Muppets Christmas Carol. Because of thank you. My favorite is the Muppets Christmas Carol because I think it's the most faithful adaptation of Charles Dickens' novel. Uh, Thematic wise, I know it's not like 100% book accurate, but I think it is certainly the one that gets you to um like it gets his idea across, his moral. It's trying to make you enjoy Christmas basically, and like yeah. So I just finished the Ghost of Christmas Present. It's based off of a friend of mine. Uh, so now I'm working on the Ghost of Christmas Past, who was like me, the little fire spirit thing, and that little weird hat is the weird hat that he has in the book. So that's gonna be fun. I have to try to turn this into fire. So let me erase my line work, so that way the graphite doesn't muddle up the the paints. So what what's your favorite Christmas song? I have a very obvious answer to that question. Oh, love the character and the hat. Oh, thank you very much. Speaking of character and hats, so like my every for Halloween, I did an update to my look, which was like Tim Burton inspired. And so for Christmas, the overall look is going to be like a Nutcracker Tin Soldier sort of weird combo thing. Um, we had a lot of debate in one of my group chats about which one was best. Personally, I couldn't really decide because I wanted to combine the my normal look, so that way you can still recognize me with something Christmassy, but I couldn't think of anything that would allow me to do that while still looking interesting. But then I kept making some changes and revisions to the Nutcracker one because that seemed to be the most popular, and eventually it became something that I think is recognizable as yours truly, while also having the other requirements. So, yeah. My favorite Christmas song, uh, I, I really like It Feels Like Christmas from the Muppets Christmas Carol. Uh, if you take a shot every time I say Christmas, you'll die of alcohol poisoning. Not even if it's alcoholic. You'll just be unalived. Because you'll probably drown. Yeah. Uh, fun as in the drinking game idea, or yep. Instant death. What did he die of? The Will Evans Christmas drinking game. Dear goodness, that comes with a Surgeon General's warning. So, yeah. Not for the weak-hearted. You crack me up. Thanks for coming to the live stream. I needed somebody to talk to before I just completely went nuts. Well, I guess I already am, sort of, but of course. All right, and now for the cap. I'm gonna have to try and do some tricky shading with watercolors of all things. Another favorite of mine is maybe you might know the name of this one. It's the one that goes do 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 on the feast of Stephen. Do 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 do. It was like Old King something that starts with a W. I can't quite remember, but I like that one. It reminds me of my Tutu because she has that. Tutu is Hawaiian for grandmother, by the way. Long story, might talk about it later. And she has a CD of medieval Christmas songs, and that's on there. Thank you. Old Good King Wenzel. I don't know how to pronounce that. BTW. Wait, BTW. What's BT? Oh, by the way. Thank you. Yeah. I guess I could tell you the story of why she's called Tutu real quick. We call her that because my uncle was born in Hawaii. And all the nurses called the original Tutu, so that would be my great grandmother, Tutu, because Hawaii. And so when she died, it was around the same time that I was about to be born. And all of my aunts and uncles and my mother were like, "Oh, you should be called Tutu now. You should be the next Tutu." And then she was like, "No, that was Tutu number one's thing." I never learned her actual name. So that was Tutu number one's thing. And then they, and then when I was born, she was like, okay, I'll make it a tradition. We'll keep the idea alive." So that's why why I referred to my grandmother as the Hawaiian word for like grandmother. Not Mima or Mumum or anything like that, but Tutu. Which is always weird because when I'm talking to my friends about her, because like some are like, "Are you talking about like the ballet dress?" And one time a teacher thought I was saying tutor. Why not? It's original. Yeah, exactly. I think that was her reasoning too, to eventually go with that name. So right now I'm working on the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. It's not really based off of anybody, it's just based off of the book. And the reason why it's blue is because I had some paper that I watercolored blue, and I thought, I'm gonna basically be painting it black anyway, so might as well save the paper. Recycling. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna like attach these two pieces together to make it slightly taller. I'm just gonna put in some purples for the first layer of paint. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Exactly. What's another great Christmas song? There's this one I believe it's by Louis Armstrong. It has his voice, like the do 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 do. Ooh, I see people holding hands or whatever. You know what I'm. The weird gravel voice he has. I'm not. It's not weird. I like his voice. It's just pretty different. I don't know if that was like a style back then, like how a lot of female singers back then had like the boop boop be doop, or if that was just a him thing. Because but anyway, the song is called Christmas Time in Harlem. I like it for no particular reason. I just think it has a nice beat to it, like a doo doo doo, like every girl strutting with her bow. It's Christmas time in Harlem. I don't know. I like it. It's got a good like dancey beat to it. Um, what's another? I really like Silent Night. That one's very relaxing. Oh, and there's this really weird Christmas song called Santa Claus for President, and it's like all of mine tend to be hymns. That doesn't surprise me. um, where was I? Yeah, there's a weird song. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's just very funny. Called Santa Claus for President, which is basically about this guy who's like it's about the campaign of Saint Nicholas running for president. And yes, and I lost my train of thought. Anyway, uh interesting that you mentioned hymns because I have a great weird thing that I stole from game theory about the Santa Claus and hymns. So in the Santa Claus, ooh, oh yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a text. So yeah, that's a really weird one. Who's the kid who sings that song? Wasn't he in a sitcom like in like the 70s or something? Or am I thinking of a different kid? Anyway, um the so in the Santa Claus, he goes to see the doctor, right? And he puts his stethoscope on Santa Claus's heart, and the beat is to the beat of Jingle Bells, which came out like in the 1830s, I want to say, or 1880s, which makes me wonder, what was the heartbeat of the other previous Santa Clauses? Was it like Gregorian chanting or something? Something weird like that. Alright, so that's done. Might have to do a part 2 of this. I didn't want to, but my sister's wanting me to hurry up so that way she can have a family game. Oh, different hymns as they progress through the musical styles. That is true. That is true. There would be different hymns throughout the eras. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's very true. I, yeah. Um, so, and for our Scrooge here, we have, me in like a little, like, nightgown with like a little teddy bear that's meant to look like Ebenezer Scrooge. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do that one. That shouldn't take very long. Thank you, thank you. I love it too. He has like these tiny little pinprick pencil eyes, uh, that are like, it's really funny, and to me at least. And then, even the teddy bear has little angry eyebrows, and I just, I just love drawing like silly facial expressions. Um, yeah. So let me just check things around here on this. Yeah. Okay. Um, so I gotta erase a little bit to keep the colors nice. What's another thing we can talk about here? Um, here's an interesting question. I'd love to know if anybody knows the answer to this one. Is there like any particular reason why gingerbread is the cookie of Christmas? Like, usually we just make sugar cookies, but like that's not what people commonly think of. So is there like a reason? My guess, without looking it up or having any prior idea, my guess would be Queen Victoria, because of a lot of our Christmas traditions actually come from Queen Victoria. Because people really like copying her style. Like after her husband died, she was like in mourning clothes all the time, and so like the rest of the nation would wear a lot of black. It's hilarious. And so so I'm guessing like because she was wealthy, she could like import spices from India, which ginger is a spice from India, I believe. So I'm guessing like she imported it from India. It was a luxury thing, and people were copying her, or at least the people who could afford to. So that's my guess, but I don't know if that's true. Yes, I'd love to know what Google says. According to Google, people believe that spicy food increases. It's so simple. These from Purdue University. Hmm. That's an idea. I didn't think about like it being spicy equaling warmth during the winter time, but that does make sense. That does make sense. Like the reason why people who aren't from Germany, where Christmas trees were invented, have Christmas trees is because Queen Victoria is from Germany, or at least her family is, or something. Royalty. Yeah. So she probably imported it from Germany to England, and that's why it's a thing at all in non-German countries. Because then it came over to America, and America is the pop culture factory of the world, and we influence everything. But yeah, what's another thing that she made popular around this time, like around Christmas time? I'm trying to think. Nothing's coming to mind off the top of my head. Uh, yeah, yeah. It is very interesting. A lot of things date back. A lot of things about pop culture date back to the Victorian era. Yeah, I think so too. Especially like the origins of some of them. Like some of them are pretty wacky. Me too, Isabella. Yes. Um, let's see. What's a fun origin I think you might like? Um, that I haven't gone over already in the live stream. Because I want to keep things fresh for people. I don't even know if other people will watch this. Did you know that the name Santa Claus comes from Sinterklaas, which is the Dutch name of Saint Nicholas, and they would celebrate Saint Nicholas Day like every December 28th, I want to say. December 10th. And, yeah, like either the 8th or the 10th. And so, they would go to, they, no, they went to the city of New York, and the English New Yorkers heard them talking about Sinterklaas, and they would invite them over to their Sinterklaas parties. And then, but the dumb Americans heard it as Santa Claus, and that's where we get the name Santa Claus. And Kris Kringle comes from Christ Child in German, which, so, and similar thing with Kris Kringle, which came from, yep, basically. And, I'll probably have to hit pause at like around 8 or so. Okay, so that's done. But before I can get to animating, I'm going to do the little blanket, the little blankie that he's holding. It's a little quilt with little different patches of Christmas decorations on them because it's cute. And let's see. Did you know that thank you. So Saint Nicholas started out giving gifts to. I'm actually reading like a biography of the life and times of Saint Nicholas, and an interesting thing is that he, like one of his earliest exploits of giving gifts to people was to these three daughters who were going to be who didn't have any money to pay for a dowry, and with no money for a dowry, they couldn't get a husband, and without a husband, they'd have to get money through some non-YouTube friendly things. Oh, hello, Pearl. O face, zero face. Nice to see you here. Uh, Isabella. This is this is Pearl. Uh, and then another IRL friend. And where was I? Is that I painted? I don't remember what I drew there. Oh well, it's probably nothing to worry about. Now, what was I talking about? I keep getting distracted by what I drew here. That's gonna bother me. Oh well, gotta keep working. So right, I forgot where I was. So he needed to help these girls who didn't have any money, or else they would have to work in a pretty. So what's the? Oh yeah. I forgot. I have you guys for help. Maybe want to take a picture of the screen with your camera so that way I can continue painting. But if you can help me remember what some of these pictures are that I haven't painted yet, that'd be really helpful. Oh, thank you. It's a little blanket to go with the Scrooge version of me so he can like quiver in fear. Um, this is the Ghost of Christmas Present. Say hello. And we have Ghost of Christmas Past. Hi, how you doing? And Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. Very creepy, much wow. So yeah, he snuck in through their windows one night and put money in their stockings to help them pay for a dowry. So that way they could get married and not have to do unsavory things. Uh, thank you. Now, thank you, Pearl. Um, let's see. Thank you guys for coming. It's always fun not having to talk to yourself. Did you know that the word jolly actually comes from Yule, which was the ancient pagany winter holiday? Um, and it was to celebrate Odin, who, similarly to St. Nicholas, would enter people's homes through the chimney and had a disguise of a bearded old man. And he would fly through the night sky on winter nights with a not flying reindeer, but a flying horse. But some of his companions would have ridden on the backs of flying reindeer. So that's interesting. Yeah. And then that's another fun thing. Trying to think of some fun facts people might not have heard of but are interesting. Um, Fun fact: snowmen in like the eastern part of the world, so like Asia, actually are traditionally comprised of two snowballs as opposed to three. Not sure why though. Mm. And the way Saint Nicholas became associated with children was, well, I know I'm all over the place, but one thing pops into my mind while the other one leaves, and I got to keep talking somehow. Um, what makes you say that? Oh yeah, huh? That's very irresponsible of him to drink and drive at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but like drink and drive on like the most important night that he's working. And anyway, so the reason that he's associated with children was, now this is like a folk legend. Uh, um, I'm not sure if this is like 100% true, but this is how he. This is like what some scholars would say. Um, sorry, I'm getting messages from people. Um, Gotta take care of it. And so these three children were walking by. These three wealthy children were walking by a inn one night when it was and the innkeeper decided to kill him for their money. Him and his wife. So him and his wife got the kids and killed them for their money, and they stored him in a pickle barrel. And Saint Nicholas walked by and found them and took them to the took them what's it called? Uh, he found the boys uh, and brought them back to life, and then yeah, and that's how he became. No, he put the so the innkeeper put the boys into the pickle barrel, and Saint Nicholas found them and brought them back to life when he was passing by the inn. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place here, trying to read messages and paint and stuff. Yeah, excuse me, I need to take a sip of tea. Oh, it's a little cold right now. Do you like my mug? Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on things. In the meantime, I guess I could put on some of these old Christmas music. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on sorry. Feedback loop. Enjoy. Must be the reason, the happy season is here. So I'm doing my Christmas tree a little early. Hello guys, I'm back. My sister wants to do something, so I can't. So I have to go. Goodbye. Um, I'll we'll do another. We'll do a part two, and it'll be great. I think this is really fun. Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you choose to celebrate. Thank you for coming and just being a swell audience in the last part of the live stream. It was really nice getting to talk to you guys, and we got some frames of animation done. We just have a lot more to go, and yeah, we'll but at least we got it working, and we got a good start on this. So bye bye, see ya, good night. Let me just. Oh wait, 1 second.